Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sense of Humor's podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. I'm your host, Phantom Voyager, or Travis, also here with my buddy Torch or Tyler.
What's up, everybody?
So usually, we start off with some small talk or anything that happened that we enjoyed throughout the week or disliked. um, is there anything that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, so I will admit if I seem a little monotone this episode, kind of a shit day at work, so forgive me for the slightly less emotion or whatnot. But I am kind of excited to announce a couple of things that happened specifically throughout this week and today. But So first things first, they finally revealed the new Wolverine game. Insomniac
Ooh.
Games did, and it is the same people that did the three Spider-Man games
Oh.
actually. And then it is supposedly in the same universe as like that version of Spider-Man, which is
Oh.
really exciting.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and I've been saying this for a while now. After the Spider-Man game that they did, I really, really want them to do like their own version of a Marvel universe, because those games are like probably my favorite solo play let's play games, and and the new Wolverine game is brutal. Like this is like going far from T, like going straight into M, like the trailer did not hold back how brutal Wolverine is as a character. Like literally clawing people in half. Like
Good lord.
real, yeah, no, he's pretty sweet. Like that voice actor does a really good job. He seems really excited with the role himself, and he seems to, he seems like he's putting a lot of good effort into it. So I'm looking forward to his portrayal of the character. And then yeah, so that's the Wolverine game. For Minecraft, since we're already on it, they did the little Minecon thing, I think, recently, and they did a Minecraft like live, or I can't remember what exactly it's called, but like they did a live stream where they were announcing all their new updates and stuff, and the new one actually looks pretty sick. We're getting zombie horsemen. So like
Ooh.
zombie horses will now spawn naturally with zombies on top of them.
Oh.
And not only that, they're holding a new weapon which they're adding to the game, which is the spear, which is
Mmm.
pretty dope. They also announced an aquatic creature. I don't remember the name, and honestly, it didn't seem as interesting as that, so
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
fully remember everything. But yeah, they are adding a new sea creature as well. It's one you can actually ride in the water, so like you can tame and ride it, which is
Hmm.
interesting.
I wonder if it'll allow
Um,
you to breathe underwater in that case then.
well, and that's what I'm wondering. Like, do you need a water breathing potion, or does the turtle shell helmet, does that make you breathe underwater, or does it make you swim fast? I forgot what
I
effect it gives
I
you.
think it does help you breathe underwater, but I don't think it's like an infinite breathing. I think it's like just like limits the
Oh, it just makes it
duration
last
time.
longer.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are just a couple of things though that they announced. I mean, they also dropped the Mando and Grogu trailer. Not super stoked for that, to be honest. Like, but that's mainly because I was one of the people that wanted them to do a season 4 instead of the movie. But
Mm.
if this is like the end of like the Mandalorian, I really hope it knocks it out of the park, because I think The Mandalorian's probably Disney's best project
Yeah, oh yeah, for
since
sure.
Clone Wars season 7. So
It's definitely one of my top favorites for sure.
yeah, I'm excited for most things, but and I hope it does well. I'm not like, you know right out the gate saying like it looks bad. I'm just saying like what they showed us didn't excite me. And again, I'm like one of the people that wanted a season 4 instead of a movie. But anyway, I'll turn it back to you if you want to talk about your week or however you want
Um,
to shift into things?
yeah. So I was really excited well, last night. That was something that I've been dreaming of for a while, and I'm just so happy that it's finally happened again. I never thought, like, okay, for out of context people, last night we
Yeah.
had finally our whole group finally came back together like old times, especially on a game that we all played together a long time ago. Our buddy Alex, the goat. Uh, he
The
he
goat.
he is the goat. But anyway, yeah, he joined us last night, and it was a blast to finally have us all there. I did feel like I left a bit early, but I had to go to bed. But I'm glad
Yeah,
with the
and
time that I had with him. So.
honestly, I didn't get off much later than you did. Like we all downloaded Skate because it's free, like the new one.
Oh. Did you
So
guys
we all
play that?
played that for a
Oh,
little bit.
that's
Yeah.
not fair. You guys played one of my favorite games without me. That's so mean.
Dude, I loved Skate 3,
Oh,
so
we should play
and
Skate.
this new one, yeah, no, this new one was definitely an improvement. So it was, well, not an improvement, but like it was a lot of fun. And yeah, no, I gotta say, yeah, no, I agree with you in that sense. Like, just it felt like we were back in high school again. Like, it was crazy. Like, and I don't mean to sound like one of those people that peaked in high school, but I admittedly life hasn't been as like eventful or exciting since then. Like I've had my YouTube channel, I've had my Twitch channel, and then I've gamed with you and us doing the podcast. That's probably the best things that's happened like since graduation. So, it's kind of hard to outweigh that, like seeing my friends pretty much every day of the week and exchanging that for getting paid to work in a shithole for, I don't know, the
Yeah.
rest of my life probably. Who knows?
I feel
But
like in the future we're gonna see each other in person a lot more though.
I hope so. Like, I hope we all like collectively just select a state and are like, all right, we're gonna live there, or heck, move to a different country. Just all move to Ireland or something,
Oh, dude, I
and
would
then
love that.
like, could you imagine like moving to Ireland, just like seeing if there's real estate in like these giant fields and growing or making like a small community of just our friend group and our wives and like our families and just like letting them all grow up together. Like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I would. I dream of stuff like that happening. Not gonna lie.
Well, I
Not trying to
mean,
be creepy or nothing, but like I dream about stuff like that happening.
it's
Yeah.
not creepy. It's like it's just ideal, really. Like I would love to just live somewhere where all my friends and family are again. Like, and I mean, unfortunately, just life has a way of, altering how that reality is. Like, it's just, I mean, heck, I remember you talking about wanting to move back here and like stuff, and then of course, again, plans change, so you're gonna
Yeah.
move to somewhere else, and that's fine because that could benefit you in the long run, which is important. Like um, what's the word? Self can, I don't know, like basically making sure you're okay before anything else, which is important.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people can call that selfishness. It's not. It really isn't. It's about maintaining yourself so you can maintain others. Like, I don't know. Like I've always, and I don't know if I believe it 100% or like fully agree with it 100%. I mean, but like, um, you can only
Care
you can
for
only
others.
truly love others. Yeah, you can only truly love others if you love yourself. And I
Yeah.
mean, admittedly, I have a hard time with that already. Like, I don't love myself. I love my friends and my family, but I don't like really love myself at the moment. And I mean, I'm hopefully turning that around, but it's important to learn to love yourself. Even if you don't think it's possible, like I mean, I personally am thinking about seeing a counselor, like a therapist, and that can be hard sometimes for people to come out and admit, but I think it's
Yeah.
important to like show by example. So like if you need that kind of help, all I can say is go for it because I'm sure it'll help. And even if therapy doesn't like reach out to people because other people are such a like important part of that. And like
Yeah, we're
this is
sociable
coming from
people, creatures and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
and this comes from a very like introverted and solitary person. Like I I don't like to go out a lot. I don't like to like really do anything. Like I'm a very like at home body. Like I mean, obviously I can go to work and everything, but like I'm just, like as soon as I'm home, like I'm basically in my room working on projects or playing games or watching a show or something like that. Like I'm doing something in my room because that's just my comfort place. Like that's where I feel the most protected. But
I get
anyway,
that.
I'm taking up too much time.
Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say like this has been a dream. I don't know if it's ever gonna be able to be possible, but like I want to go back to Utah and like buy my old house I used to live in, like the house I grew up in. Like I want to buy that house back somehow, and then like raise my family in that house. And
Weirdly enough, I've thought of doing that myself, and not even my Stonebridge house, but like, like, and I don't mean to dox myself, but like my really, really old house. Like, I think it was like when me and you first met in elementary house.
oh,
So
okay,
it was like much smaller,
yeah.
but that's mainly because I like, I plan on living in a smaller space before like I even think about doing a bigger home, and even then like yeah, like I don't know if I'd want to live in such a big home or whatnot. Like, I mean, obviously, if circumstances change and somehow I have, multiple kids or so, like that's like the only reason I would want to live in a bigger place. But
Yeah, I wanted to get that house that I used to live in because I know the amount of rooms that are in there, and like I've always wanted to have my own office and like have my own like game room or whatever. And then like I always would have a room for the kids and a room for a guest, and it's there's enough rooms there to do that, and I think it would be cool. I just think it'd be cool to like have my kids that I like my kids obviously, but like have them grow up in the same house I did, around the same age. Have them go off on the same adventures that I went off on, and maybe not the exact same, but like go to the same locations that I did, and do some of the crazy, stupid stuff I used to do, and then give them pointers on where to go to do more stupid stuff. But I don't know. I just think it would be a really cool thing to do. Even if it's not the same house, maybe like the same like area, I'd be okay with that. But I'd prefer my old house.
yeah, no, I definitely understand that too. It's just it's a sense like because like I mean obviously a lot of people like even in bigger movies like Thor Ragnarok like Asgard isn't a place, it's a people, and the same can kind of apply to like, home isn't a place, it's with the people that you love, whether it be like your parents or your significant other or your siblings or whatever. Like, home is just like with the people that you love, that you want to be with. Like, it could even be with like friends in an apartment or like, and again, those are just kind of small examples and whatnot, but yeah, no, is that kind of what today's topic is, or?
Oh no, no, I was
Oh,
just
okay.
I was just talking. I'll get to today's topic. Today's topic is about like I can't remember if we've done something like this before. I think we might have. I want to talk about like old games that we used to play as kids that. Well, no, I mean, I guess, yeah, we have done something like that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a good idea just to talk about like older games and
I mean, I don't mind revisiting some of that because for newer viewers and subscribers and whatnot, like who knows, like maybe there are people that don't want to go that far back to old episodes, so like maybe they want to kind of like discuss like older games and whatnot, and like or like whatever topics we may bring up again. Like, and I've said that before. Like, I don't mind doing that. Like, even with like our Would You Rather episode, which was really fun. Like, it was just another adventure like that. But yeah. I mean, like, do you want to go first? Like, to like explain like what sparked the idea, or do you want me to go first? Like, whatever works.
Yeah, I mean, I was just at work with a friend of mine, and we were just talking about like random like throughout the day because we're obviously busy, but like throughout the day we'd walk up to each other and be like, "Oh, hey, do you remember playing this?" Or, "Oh, hey, did you ever play this game growing up?" And we just went on and on back and forth, and I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really fun. And so I just thought maybe, I could do that with someone else that I like to talk to, and maybe that could be my topic for the week. So,
Yeah, no,
um,
I definitely understand that, but
yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, I wanted to play, and I wish there was a way to stream this. There probably is. I just can't think of it or think of how. Um, but I was thinking that, like, you know, um, I wanted to play Zelda, or at least like some of the series, like certain games. I don't want to play all the Zelda games. Like, there's some I like, some I don't. But like, I wanted to play Zelda: Ocarina of Time and stream that, and I wanted to play Twilight Princess.
I think I think a lot of the those games are um on the Nintendo Switch right now. So I think there is definitely a way. Like, I think you could also technically get it on PC, like some people uh make emulators and whatnot. But I think for the most part, yeah, a lot of them are already on the Switch, and I think how you like, don't quote me on this because I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure you can hook up your Switch to a capture card, and then you hook up that to the PC,
Mm.
and then you stream through Twitch on your PC, I believe. Because
So
I
I
don't
would need a
think you can.
PC then. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think like I think there is a Twitch app on the Switch. I think you can watch Twitch on there, but I don't think you can stream through it like you can on like Xbox. I could be wrong. Like,
Oh
maybe
man.
people can like correct me on that and whatnot, but yeah, no, I think I wanted to do that at some point because I was like, oh man, like I want to, like you said, like I really wanted to play like Super Mario Bros. Or Sonic or whatever. Like I think some of the Sonic games are on Xbox though, so I might do that. And then an old game series that a lot of people probably know, like where I got my branding from and stuff, that is from a game called Mega Man. Like that's where my brand kind of originates from. Like it's a mixture between my favorite character of all time with one of my favorite video game characters. So, and I love Mega Man. Like, I'm not really good at it, admittedly, because it is a very difficult game. Like it's one of those early like video games where like the creators don't realize how difficult they made it, so it's like they don't take into account for like, oh well, whoops, we made it too hard. And like even some of the newer Mega Man games, I think that just kind of became a staple for Mega Man itself, is like making it like more difficult than most games. Like Mario Bros, very pretty overall easy. Same with like
Yeah.
some of the classic Sonic games, like I could get through those. But it's, yeah, Mega Man. I think there's another one that was like pretty difficult for me to play, and maybe I was just bad at video games. But Mega Man. There's one I'm like missing. Like there's one like I'm thinking of, but I can't remember. But yeah, no, I grew up on all the classics. Like I was gonna bring up Lego games, but that was kind of one of our old episodes, so I'll just kind of delve into like classic games that I grew
Okay.
up with, not just straight up like games I grew up with, but
Is there any like games that you want to talk about?
oh, you want me to keep going?
No, well, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I
Well, it's
would.
like again, I'm taking all the talking time, so I just
Yeah,
want to
that's
make
okay.
sure you have some.
Yeah. Um, sorry, I was getting something to drink.
No, you're good.
I want to. I don't know. I want to talk about. I mean, we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. Obviously, it's the whole podcast. But I really want to do Zelda. Zelda would be really cool. Or like, I wish there would be a way to like. There probably is. There's probably I could probably buy them on Xbox maybe, but like buy like old like pinball games or like old like Galaga would be fun to play. Old like Donkey Kong, if they have like an older like the old classic type Donkey Kong games on here, I would play something like that. Just to like I want to do like old school games. Like I want to bring like old school games back. Let's see. There's a lot of games that I've been wanting to play on the Wii, but I don't have a Wii anymore, and Wii's are, I mean, oddly enough, they are outdated. But like, I want to just buy a Wii and just play my games that I've always wanted to on there. Now that I have my adult money, so.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's not out of reach. Like me and my brothers, so we grew up with this Tron game called Tron Uprising, where you could literally play, like you could make your own program, and then you could play like the grid games, so like the light cycle racing and
Well, that's
the
cool.
yeah, from like the first one, that little it's not tennis, it's like what sport is it trying to mimic? I can't remember. It's like the one with like kind of the slings and the ball. You just kind of throw it at one another and you have to either catch it or if it drops on your platform, the
Oh,
platform gets
I know what you're
smaller or
talking
whatever.
about. I just can't remember the game, but yeah, I know what game you're talking about.
Yeah. So there's that one. There's disc fights, like you can fight with discs and everything. So like that was one of our favorite games, and I looked it up on like Amazon, and it was only like $10.
Mm.
So I bought it, and then my not youngest brother, but younger brother found our old Wii in our garage. So he actually got it to work, and he's been playing games like Donkey Kong Country, and then yeah, like I bought the Tron game, so we're all playing that together. Like it's just such a blast, and like I would love to find a way, kind of like you, just find a way to like record them and like just share those moments because
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like we was like up there when it came to like making um like party games and stuff. Like Super Mario Brothers Wii was like one of my favorite like of the Super Mario franchise. Like I loved the helicopter hats. I loved that you could have up to 4 players. Like me and Gabe were always Mario and Luigi, and then our youngest brother at the time, Max, was like Blue Toad, and Haley was like Yellow Toad. So like we would just like all four be playing that game and just yeah, having a go with it. Like such good memories, like good core memories that I can think of. Like I don't know, like I will say this, like even though Nintendo's a little outdated when it comes to that stuff, like it just they were on par when it came to like family or friend group games. Like
Oh,
even
definitely.
Mario Kart. Like I want to play the new Mario Kart.
Like I remember we played the Ghostbusters game. That was really fun on the Wii. What else we played? Mario Kart was like a great way to ruin friendships, I won't lie.
I feel like that was more so Mario Party, but yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like, I would rage at some Mario Kart for sure.
But like my brother and I would always play Mario Kart. We'd always play like James Bond GoldenEye. We played that one a lot. Um,
I haven't heard that one in a while.
yeah. That one was really fun for him and I. Him and I really liked like definitely two-player games because him and I like that was a way we could bond with each other was playing games. And so like we'd always play just a two-player game, but it had to be like a shooter game where like oddly enough, this is gonna sound you. I don't know if you know how well my brother played games, but like he played games almost religiously. But like it was funny because it's like every time he gets stuck on a game, he'd always be like, "Hey Travis, can you come help me on this?" But like he would know more about all the other games somehow, but not know how to like beat certain levels. And I think it's cool that him and I always worked to like I had like a certain skill set while he had a different skill set, and we'd work together. And I miss times like that. But like, anyways, sorry for getting deep.
No, I mean that's the whole point. Like,
Yeah.
just kind of getting into it, but yeah, no, I was kind of the opposite, honestly. Like I was the one that didn't know anything, and Gabe was the one that would like he if I had a question, he knew the answer to it because he was really good at like the games that we played. Like he was the one that would like not try hard because I don't think that was necessarily a term back then, but like he would do the most like research. Like he loved looking up videos and tutorials. He loved like looking up like so for Mega Man, for example, there's a pattern on how you play it in order to beat it like the best way you can, because each of the bosses have different weaknesses from other bosses' powers. And that's kind of how Mega Man works, and that's why I really like his character is when you beat a boss, you take their power and you use their power. But in the like boss stage select, you can like there's a way to like so Mega Man's base attack is the Buster, the black like the Mega Buster or something. But it only shoots like single fire, and like it shoots like a decent range, I would say, and then like I think it like does a decent amount of damage to like normal enemies. But then like there is a specific boss that I don't think it's necessarily their weakness, but it's like whoever is the closest to dying quicker to Mega Man's Mega Buster, that's who you start with first, and then whoever's power you get from that guy, you move on to that boss. Like, so it's a pattern, and Gabe was always really good about that. He would always find the patterns, and like he would like actually beat the games. I would beat the main stages, but like never get to like the main big boss. Like, but I still love those games, and I actually started replaying Mega Man 10 now that you bring it up. Like I re-downloaded Mega Man 10, which is not the most recent, but the second to most recent installation of the Mega Man franchise, or at least in terms of like classic Mega Man.
Okay.
But in Mega Man 10, why it was my favorite is you could play as all three of like kind of the main robot characters. So like the second guy you can play as is Proto Man, who I think he's my favorite to play as because every time you jump, you have a shield and you can block enemy fire. And that was
that
like
sounds
his
cool.
special ability. Yeah. But then the third guy, his name is Bass. So Bass his abilities are crazy. So Mega Man has a dog that allows you to glide and bounce up to higher locations. Proto Man has something like that, but it's just like a hoverboard, like a flying board. But then Bass has a pet wolf named Treble, and Treble can turn into a jetpack for Base,
What?
and then Base already has the most overpowered fire because his his main like blaster is like a burst and it's automatic. So like he's like the most powerful. So basically like Mega Man's Sonic, Proto Man's Knuckles, and then Base's Shadow. Like that's kind of how the
Mm.
hierarchy is. Like Mega Man, I don't know if he's necessarily the most powerful, but he has beaten Base and Proto Man before, and then they become his allies in 10, I guess. Like I don't know like the full story, but I kind of want to now cuz yeah, no, like I didn't play all the Mega Man games cuz I mean there's 10. So I only really played the ones that my dad thought were the best, which was I think 2, 4, 5, and then 10. I don't think he ever played 10 because I think 10 came out in 2010, which is insane because they still use the same like pixely art style for that game, but
Mm.
it's still like ridiculously fun. And I think around that time they also released the game Mega Man X, which is a futuristic version of Mega Man. And he's pretty cool too. Like that's the other crazy thing that like just astounds me that Mega Man hasn't gained enough traction to where like they could do a movie or they could do a show. Like they attempted a Mega Man X show like way back when, but it was canceled after like 2 episodes because it wasn't gaining enough traction. But like the
Oh, that's a
story was
bummer.
crazy cool. Yeah, like I don't know, and I just want a basic like. In fact, I've thought about this before, but like if I think we one of our first episodes wasn't the first, but like I think it was like our third or fourth episode, we were talking about like video game movies, and I'm pretty sure my suggestion was like Mega Man. Like I think a live action Mega Man movie could be cool. Like they're luckily for you, they're working on a Legend of Zelda live action movie currently.
Oh yeah,
So
that'd be sick.
yeah, so there you go.
Have you ever played that the game where the character's a fox? And he's like a tactical fox though. He's not like
Oh, is
not
it
like
Star
Crash.
Fox?
It might be like you ever play what was it, Super Smash Bros? And they had him
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, Star
Yeah.
Fox. Yeah, I
I
never
never
played
played
it,
it, but I've
but
always wanted to, dude. It looks really fun.
yeah, like I wouldn't mind giving that one a shot. Um, and then you brought up Bandicoot actually, Crash Bandicoot, and a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know this. That's what he is. He's a bandicoot. That's an
Yep.
animal.
It's not just his goofy name, is what he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's a fox," and I'm like, "It's in the name. He's a bandicoot. It's Crash Bandicoot for a reason. It's not just like Crash the Fox or something." But yeah, no, like there've been a couple of games like that though that I do want to try too. Like there was apparently this PlayStation exclusive that I never knew about um, until I started playing on PlayStation, which was back on the PlayStation 4. Um, there was a game called Sly Cooper, and I remember seeing the trailer for a canceled animated movie for that game,
Hmm.
and I thought, oh, that's cool. And then people in the comments were talking about, oh man, I really hope it's close enough to the game. And I'm like, it was a game? So I looked more into it, and yeah, sure enough, Sly Cooper was a video game, and it was, I guess, a beloved for PlayStation. Like, again, like I don't know the quote unquote lore of like the love and appreciation for some of those games. Like, I I'm trying to think if I grew up with any exclusives other than Halo, because I think that was really the only like Xbox exclusive I ever really played. But
Did you ever have a PlayStation growing up?
no, I was my dad's like Super Nintendo, and I think he had a Sega Genesis or whatever, and then Like, so all his classic consoles, and then the GameCube, and then after the GameCube, it was the 360, and then after the 360 was the Wii.
Mm.
So I didn't even play the original Xbox. I played the 360, and then um yeah, before that it was the GameCube. And I don't even think we had many games on the GameCube except Mega Man and the first Lego Star Wars game, which was Lego Star Wars the prequel trilogy, which only had the first 3 movies on it.
You know what's a really good Wii game that I, honest to gosh, hope they remake it or like remaster it and bring it back with the same style as Survivor. Uh,
What's that?
that would be Star Wars Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed is a good one. I've been replaying that on Xbox because that's the console, or that's the version I played on, was the Xbox version. But yeah, no, I remember you showing me the Wii version, and there it was basically like Super Smash Bros. Because you could fight like with Star Wars characters in a Super Smash Bros. Setting, or even like an Injustice setting, like a fighter game. So like kind of Mortal Kombat, but Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because I remember we played that at your house. Yeah.
Is there any other games that you would like wish to play or like
Well,
or
and I'm
that are just too good to remake and you'd prefer that they don't?
I would just like a way to buy them again. Like, they don't necessarily need to be remade. I want them to make it so I can play them again. Like, there was another version, or not version, but there was another character, again, like Mega Man. There's Bomberman, and that one was fun because it was cooperative, and it's basically like, I mean, there was a story, but excuse me.
Oh, here you go.
But Bomberman was where you could play with 3 other friends. You were all in a maze, each in a different corner, and you'd use bombs to blow up the parts of the maze to get to your opponents, and you'd have to try and blow them up. And the cool thing about the bombs were is they blew up in a particular way, so you'd have to like stand around a corner or stand far enough away from it so where it didn't kill you. You could also pick up upgrades, so like the bomb like does crazy explosions, because you could kill yourself in the process if you weren't careful, and that was kind of fun. But yeah, no, there was Bomberman. I need to go back and play some Sonic games. Like, I bought a Sonic game that I think wasn't like super appreciated, and I think it's still one of, like, in other people's opinions, it's like one of the weaker Sonic games. But I thought it was a cool concept.
Which one's that?
There, um, was it like Sonic Forces or something? But like basically, it was a Sonic game where you could customize and make your own character. Like, you could be a hedgehog, you could be a wolf, you could be a fox, you could be, I think, a bear. Like, and each of the animals had different abilities, and like you could like fully customize them, and then you would play like the classic Sonic like gameplay where you run super fast and everything. So like, I thought that was kind of cool. Like, and I played a little bit. I made a wolf character, and I had a blast with it. Like, I need to re-download it and finish it, but like, and maybe it's because I haven't played like a lot of past Sonic games.
I mean, I thought you were gonna say the one where I think they're like knights or whatever.
I
Um,
loved that one too.
that
It
one
was
was my
Sonic and the
absolute.
Black Knight
Yeah,
or
that was my
something.
absolute favorite one, dude. I loved that game. I still have random like dreams and thoughts about that game every now and then. It's just such a fun game to play. Like, that's why I want to get like find a way to stream that stuff, because like I'm not trying to
I'm
brag, but like I'm better with older games than I am with these newer games. So I want to be able to show my skill level and be able to show like or like show tricks that I've learned and you new you help me out here. Techniques or
I mean, here's the thing. I
uh,
think you can buy that Sonic game from like on Xbox. Like I know you can buy the Sonic Werehog one, like, and I liked that one a lot too.
'cause,
That one
yeah.
was a little weird to me though, because like he instead of having super speed when he's the Werehog, he has stretchy arms, and that just kind
What?
of added a whole new mechanic.
That's kind of
But
weird.
yeah, there was the Werehog. I'm pretty sure the Black Knight is in the store right now. I don't know if like I know there's like some classic games you can't buy for whatever reason because they're like not cross compatible, but yeah, like I'm pretty sure Sega and Capcom, which are the people that made like Sonic and Mega Man,
Yeah.
um I'm pretty sure they're not fully under Nintendo, so I'm pretty sure you could find those games. As for Mario and Donkey Kong
Those
and
are strictly,
Legend
yeah.
of Zelda, yeah, like those are more Nintendo, so I think that would be harder to like.
Because like I think like Breath of the Wild is pretty cool. Like I won't play them. I'll watch people play them, but I personally won't play them. I don't know. Like I'm not giving it really a fair shot. I've never played it, so I can't really be too much of a critic. But like I don't
Is
know.
it
I
just too
just
intimidating for you,
it
or
just seems like well, I not like it's like well, I guess I'm not trying to. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so indecisive. It is. It's like there's so much to do, so much going on, and I'm just like you have to like try to save food, and it's a survival type game, and I don't like how it's like that. I mean, like technically Zelda other games are like a survival based game, like you don't want to die, but like you don't have to go around collecting resources to like make food in those games. You just like try to not to die from monsters, and you know. But I just think like the Twilight Princess one is always gonna stick with me because it's like it was kind of open world in a way, but it wasn't like I don't know like Minecraft type open world. Like it was like there's certain sections that are oh like seem like a larger map, but then like once you finish that section, you move on to a new room. And, I don't know. It just seemed really cool. I like it. Then you can like,
yeah, no,
you can
that
also switch between like, cause, and that one is Link, and he has like the Twilight Princess. The Twilight Princess can turn herself into a wolf, and you can ride around on the wolf's back. And there's certain missions where you like actually like take full control with the wolf, and you go around and you have to like attack monsters. And the wolf has different abilities than Link, and it's a really fun concept behind it. I really enjoy it.
yeah, no, and I mean like that was kind of what intimidated me with Breath of the Wild, and I think the sequel as well is I just like I and honestly I was not a huge Legend of Zelda fan to begin with, to be honest. And I'm not saying it's because like I think the game is garbage or anything, but like
Yeah, I get
I
it.
never got into those kind of RPGs. Like, and I mean, I wish I did because like RPG games are such a like interesting concept in terms of a game, like especially classic ones where you know you can like run into enemies and then you like need to fight them, or you can choose to try and run away, but then like there's a possibility like kind of like Pokemon, like where you can't necessarily like determine whether or not you actually survive the fight or can fight or leave the fight, like all those variables. It just seems like a fun thing. Like I mean, I remember my uncle was trying to make a RPG at one point. I don't know if he still is or if he has finished it or not, but like it's like I would love to like even learn how to make an RPG like that, cuz like, and I was talking about it, I don't know if it was on stream, but like I was talking about making a world for our group, but it's like basically like a Minecraft RPG, like because
Oh, that'd be
they
cool.
have add-ons in the game, like in the marketplace, where you can add like uh RPG skills, and you can There you
Like
can add more like
guns.
monsters and races. You can add like like new weapons. I mean, not just swords, but like you can add like different types of swords and weapons and whatnot. Like just to make it more exciting, like add more dimensions, bosses,
What type of
etc.
style would you go with? Like a more modern, like today's standard, like type RPG, or would you go for like a fantasy style, sci-fi?
Definitely fantasy. Like
Okay.
I think fantasy is still one of the like so like obviously superheroes are like my top, but like fantasy is like right after that. Like it's probably yeah, I would probably say like superheroes, fantasy, sci-fi, then like modern. Like, and I don't have a problem with modern. In fact, like I really like a lot of the COD campaigns, but like I don't know, just like it's hard to do a good modern era storytelling unless you count superheroes. I would count
Yeah.
superheroes almost as like a magical science, but like it's its own like subcategory of genre now. So like cuz you could even have like superheroes in the future like 2099 or Batman Beyond. Like
Yeah.
that's just a thing you can do, but they're classified as like a superhero genre even if they may also be considered like sci-fi specifically.
Okay. Cause like I think it would be cool to do like a not sci-fi, a fantasy style game. I just I'm trying. Well, now that you were talking about it, I got my gears turning on like I kind of want to talk about how to make that game. Like it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, no, I would love your input too. Like I could like
Like
look more into
what time period would you want to do? Like
like
like the
Lord of the
Hobbit style?
Rings.
Like
Yeah,
okay.
like Lord of the Rings. Like so
Like
like they
different
obviously
styles and like different like class subclasses or whatever for like certain characters or like and like you
I
could be a
did
wizard or
I did see something like that. Like you could choose like if you wanted to be a vampire or a werewolf or a mage or a wizard. Like I think I saw something like that in the marketplace, but yeah, no, I would love to like add stuff like that to like a world or a realm or whatever and see if I can like build something that like that for our group and then that way we could do our own like fellowship like Lord of the Rings and just like have a blast with it. Like and I think what we should do or I guess what we could do is like anytime like any of us need to log off, like we all log off so that way we continue the story together or
oh
I
yeah.
don't know, like or if we stop at a certain point and like one of us has to leave and then the rest of us could like build around the area that we kind of left that last person so that way we don't stray too far off from like where we want to be cuz like don't get me wrong, like I understand like Andrew and Garion's enthusiasm like with the
Mhm.
realm, but I kind of feel not bad or sad or anything like that, but just like I wish I got to do the Wither the first time like with them. Like I kind of wish
Oh
I got to
yeah.
do that, but because I think I was at work or I was busy or something at the time, like I couldn't and they already did it. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, at least we can do it multiple times like hence last night and us doing that and a trial chamber and stuff together. So like basically doing something like the trial chamber but like more intricate, like not just like killing waves upon waves of mobs. Like maybe like there's certain attacks you can put on like a boss or something. So like kind of like a Destiny 2 raid, but
Okay.
easier to accomplish, but like it's most fun to experience with a group. Like I don't know.
I get that. Like I think it would be cool to have like the different subclasses and I think it would be cool to definitely try to do something like that for sure. Like I think it would be cool if we create. I mean, we kind of have that with the realm, but it doesn't really count. But I'll say it anyway.
No,
um,
I think it works.
but like, I think it would be cool to like have us get like a Minecraft world, or we could even just use the realm if we wanted to. But like we each get like our own. I wouldn't say a biome, but like we can build our own kingdoms and everything, and then like there's five of us, so we can each have like five kingdoms, and then like in the dead middle is like the castle where we all gather up, kind of like what you were doing with your secret. Kind of have it be like a round table, and we each can like have a pathway that leads from our kingdom to like the center hub or whatever, and I think it would be kind of cool. But we're not like super far from one another either, so we can like travel to one another if we have to. But like
I
enough
was gonna say
distance to
like there
feel
could be.
like like distant but close, you know?
I was gonna say there could be like trading amongst kingdoms. Yeah, like I like that idea too. Like the building of like basically like an ancient society where like we're split into clans but like we're united as one, kind of like, yeah, like what I was doing with the castle and the round table. Like that was Camelot, and Camelot is like the round table, like the knights of the round table consisted of multiple knights from different kingdoms and different places. Like I'm pretty sure Lancelot was, I'm it was either him or like one of the other knights that was like French, but like a lot of them were British or some were Scottish and Irish. Like they were all from around the globe, but they were all like collectively a team and a group that went out on adventures to
Yeah.
like make the world a better place. And like I love that idea of almost like a fantasy version of the Avengers, basically, but
Hmm.
like obviously to a kind of a scale where it's like not necessarily superheroes, but heroes in general that may or may not have like powers. Like, because like I do want to add magic to the game as well. So like if some of us choose to be like wizards or like even in like some basic RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, like you can like even a knight could have like the ability to cast spells or something. Like it's that kind of fun that I would love to have with our friends. Like basically like Dungeons and Dragons but Minecraft. Yeah. So like we write our own stories, we tell our own stories, but we just like have a blast while doing it, cuz like we could role play if we wanted to, but at the same time we could like dick around if we wanted to too. Like we don't have to take it completely serious, cuz I know like some of our group doesn't like to take things seriously, and I'm totally fine with that. Like think my problem is a lot of the times I will take a game seriously, and that's just because like I want to be so like involved with the game that it feels not necessarily real to me, but like enjoyable enough to where like I feel like I'm supposed to be a part of the storytelling.
Yeah, I
So,
get what you're saying.
and I had just kind of a fun idea, but what if we took one of our favorite classic games and made it, or and basically made our own in that style, if that makes sense.
Explain.
So let's say, so if I were to make a game, I would want the base to be like Mega Man. So like
Oh, okay. I
I
think I see what you're saying.
yeah, it's like it's a shooter, like a side scroller shoot or like a platform shooter, but maybe it's multiplayer, because that was the other thing I've always wanted Mega Man to do as a franchise is make a 3D version of the game. Like I know that would kind of break formula with how it already is, but I mean
Yeah.
we kind of already see that in Minecraft. They did make a Mega Man X uh game, and it was basically like a 3D version of Mega Man X. So I mean, I think that's the closest we've gotten to something like that, but I would love to see something like that. But to make it an original game though, is instead of getting powers, how I would like it is if it was our whole friend group with our personas and our own abilities and stuff, and instead of we like get powers from other characters, I'd like it if you can pick whichever, like one of our group, like you could pick any of us to start, and
Mhm.
then it's a boss select, kind of like Mega Man, and then whoever you start with, like you just go to whatever boss, and instead of collecting their power, you save one of the other people in our group, and then you can
Mm.
select between the two of us, and then the three of us, and then the four of us, and then the five of us, and you can select between all of our abilities. So like, let's say like, I don't know, like Garion had like a science ability that could like unlock doors or whatever, and like you had the ability like a fire ability, kind of uh like Ghost Rider or
Yeah.
something, and I had like just like agility and like I can jump and climb walls and stuff, and then Alex can like use telekinesis, like stuff like that. Like I think that could be like a fun little game, but also make it personal for us. Like, like I would love for our group to become that popular at some point. Like obviously that's like, again, like teardrop in an ocean, but like
Just
if
takes a lot
anyone's
of
watching,
dedication.
well, and I was gonna say, and I'm willing to put that dedication into our group. Like that's just so important to me because our group, our friend group, as a whole, has like kind of kept me on my feet. Like
Oh yeah,
yes, I've had my
definitely.
ups and downs, and yes, I've argued with some like for stupid reasons. But like at the end of the day, you guys are all my friends, like my second family. Like just like look, you guys all look out for me, and I hopefully do the same for you guys. Like probably not as good as I should, but
Oh
I
no, you do.
I guess that's my way of doing it is I want to involve you guys in ideas that I think could be fun for all of us, and even if it's not like, I want to make memories. Like basically I would love like if I was a dad and instead of reading my kid a book, I would tell them stories of our adventures. Like let me tell you the story of a hero known as the Phantom Voyager. Like his ability to cause anything he touched aflame and use it to his own benefit, or the legend of the Red Ronin and how his journey turned him into like a noble warrior, or the story of the Noirag, like one of the most intelligent mind, like stuff like that. Like I would love something like that for our friend group, and like for me to basically like heroic make you guys heroes in my kids' eyes. Like, and even though I wouldn't tell them your true identities, kind of let them figure that out for themselves. Like, I don't know, they dust off an old picture in the attic and see like us all standing next to each other and be like, "Oh, that's the guys that Dad told us about in his stories." Like something like
Yeah.
that. Like that would just be like precious to me, and I hope like precious to you guys, to my
Oh
kids, to my
definitely.
wife, like whoever. Like if that's what it takes to make a story like that, then I'm willing to put in that effort because it's just so important to me. Because again, like I love storytelling. I love making people like realize their potential, to realize like even if it's not real, like they can be a hero in fiction and they can be a hero in real life. Like their fictional side can inspire them to do heroic things in real life, not necessarily save a cat out of a tree, but like just doing good deeds, like just like being kind to people, being like showing service, and like like stuff like that. And I mean, I'm going on a completely different tangent from like classic games and everything, but
No, it's okay. I mean, it's. I think it's good to like veer off every now and then and come back, and I think it's okay.
Well,
Uh,
what about
well,
you? Like, what game would you like? What style of game would you take and make it your own?
oh, without copyright reason, for sure. Zelda.
Yeah,
I grew up with Zelda. I loved Zelda a lot. I played. I didn't play like the original Zelda games. Like I played. I think the most like original Zelda game I played was Ocarina of Time, only because like that's what I got introduced to. I mean, I'm sure all the other ones are probably really good, and maybe there's some that are really bad, but I'm not saying I won't give them a try either. I definitely will. But no, I would do Ocarina of Time because I played it on my 3DS when I was a kid and my DS, and I went from playing it on the DS and everything to playing it on my Wii, and I don't know. I love like The Hobbit always had a huge part of my life. So like The Hobbit, I feel like The Hobbit and like Lord of the Rings or Zelda kind of have like the same aesthetic in a way. I kind of feel. Um, I might be wrong, but like I feel like they were around the same time period and time same like vibe. But like that and like the Hobbit. My mom would always read me the Hobbit book as a kid. I listened to like Fablehaven is not like that type of like style. There's more Greek mythology-ish. It definitely is Greek mythology, but it's like the adventure and like being in nature type style that I really like strive and veer more closer to. And I just like the idea of like knights and like dragons and like cool like abilities and like cool different unique creatures in the world and I don't know. So I would definitely go with like Zelda for sure, like type style. Um, I probably won't like make myself look like Zelda. I won't have pointy ears or anything, but you know, around that style.
That's cool. And like, how would like? I mean, I guess I didn't really give mine a story. So like, what would your character kind of be like? Would he have like the same abilities as Link, or would he like? Would you alter the abilities so they're similar, or what would you do?
I would want him to be. I mean, Link's kind of human. Like he's got like that human aspect to him. So I mean, I don't really think he has like super abilities. I don't believe. I might be very wrong on that, but I kind of like the idea of it being like just like a normal. I don't know. He probably wouldn't be a human. He'd probably have like his own like species, but like definitely like a human. No, like let's say like us in that world, we probably wouldn't be called a human. Probably be called something like cool or unique. I don't know what that title would be, but like anyways, I'd prefer him to be human and living in a world where he has to like fight off these like crazy creatures and like I don't know, like dragons and yeah, I don't know. I just probably like human. Like he can find like magical swords and like magical weapons or armor pieces or whatever that grants him certain abilities, but himself as a human does not have any certain powers, but like he can have like a sword called the Vasilis or whatever, and it like is like light and darkness, and it kind of like I'm getting this from the book I listened to. By the way, it's not an original idea, but I like this idea. The sword kind of works with you based off your feelings. Like if you feel, and also like, for example, one of the characters in the book has like severe. I wouldn't say severe, but like his confidence kind of like is it's there, but he's trying to like he doesn't know how to properly use it, and the sword like brings that out in him. So it brings out like a side of him that he didn't know he had, and gives him like more strength. I don't know. It's kind of a cool idea. So like he can have like weapons like that, or like a shield that like brings up a force field around him, or like like a bow would like shoot like fire or something. I mean, you could do a flaming bow, flaming arrow, but like it'd be a different concept. It'd be like shooting fireballs or something, or I don't know, I don't know, cool things like that. I'm hoping I'm not talking too long, but
I
just
mean, it's your episode, so it's
yeah.
you talking as long as you need. But yeah, no, like I think that's pretty cool. Like you kind of mixed your favorite game with like a new book you're reading, and it kind of creates this cool new concept for sure. So, but we are actually low on time,
Oh, that's
unfortunately.
baloney.
But because it's your episode, I want you to like, obviously like have your moment. Like, was there anything else you wanted to like discuss in terms of like ideas or whatnot?
Um, this isn't an idea. I've just wanted to say this ever since I told you I saw it yesterday. Um, I loved the Superman movie, but I have one big gripe about it.
What's that?
And it's Hawk Girl. Her
Oh, you
her
don't like
her
Hawk Girl?
her stupid like constant screaming the entire time she's on screen is so
I thought that
annoying
was
to me.
funny.
It was
I thought that
so
was
annoying,
hilarious.
dude. It was so annoying, dude. I couldn't stand it. I'm just like I was watching it and I'm like, shut up. Like I'm literally looking at my TV and I'm saying, shut up. Like you don't need to scream. You are okay. Everyone sees you flying around in like a golden style outfit and giant wings. No, you don't need to scream. Please stop. But anyways,
Yeah,
that's just my one gripe. It's just that the movie's
no, and I
fantastic. Just
mean,
that.
I was gonna say, I think that's fair. I think my only gripe was, yeah, them vilifying Superman's parents. Like, I get again why they chose to do that. I wish they, um, didn't do that. Like, cause like I think, in my opinion, the whole point of his parents is they're do-gooders. Like Superman grows up to be. And I like how they changed his inspiration from that to his parents, like his human parents, instead of his biological parents. And like even the dad in the film was like, us parents aren't here for telling our kids what to do, but like giving you guys the tools on to do it on your own. Like, and I loved
Yeah,
that quote.
that's really
I
good.
loved Ma and Pa Kent. I think they were perfect. I know a lot of people were complaining like, oh, they're just a bunch of like hicks, and I'm like, oh, come on, like they're
Really?
country folk. Of course they're gonna
Yeah.
like talk and act like that, and I thought they were just both very sweet, and I think that's
Very.
where Superman gets his like his heart of gold, like his just like overall, like he says to like Lex Luthor, he's more human than like he doesn't say that, but like in a lot of people's opinions, like Batman has even said like Superman was more human than he was, like and he came from a different planet, and that's just saying so much because like what it means to be human. And I think that's the main takeaway for me from like that movie, and I loved it. Like it's just like spreading kindness and such. But anything topic wise though, like any more old
Um,
school games or
not really. I just really wanted to talk about Zelda. I'll be honest, and
no,
I
that's
did a
fair.
lot.
If
But
we have any more movie updates, yeah, I'll definitely let you know because I would love to discuss that with you since it's one of your interests.
yeah, no, I can't think of anything. So, are you ready? Are you? Did you want to have any last thoughts, or are you okay with this, cutting it out?
Yeah, no, you're good, man. Like whenever
Okay.
you want to call it good.
All right. So, if you guys truly did enjoy this awesome episode, I may do say so myself. um, and you guys want to see more episodes like it, you guys can go check out our YouTube channel at Sense of Humor's Podcast. If you guys don't want to like subscribe or anything, you guys just want to like follow or just listen to it whenever you get a chance. We do come here every Saturday and we swap hosts and we swap like, obviously what I said hosts, sorry. Um anyways, you guys can stay tuned to my buddy's channel here that you guys are watching from. He makes really good content, really fun and enjoyable to watch. I personally like to watch him a lot. He gives me a lot of insights on certain games that I didn't know about, or in certain like details and stuff that I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. But anyways, he's a really good person to watch. Really fun. You guys can go check out me if you guys want. If you guys enjoy, I saw him watching me this whole time digging this giant hole. But I don't just do that in Minecraft. But if you guys want to see me play Minecraft, Phantom Voyager on Twitch. I need to start doing stuff on YouTube. I don't as much as I used to. Sorry for dragging this intro out. Anything I'm forgetting, Tyler?
No, yeah. I mean, all I can say is he oversold me and undersold himself. Definitely go check him out too. Does some awesome content on his own channel as well, like a lot of solo Let's Play games. But yeah, again, games like we both play, like Minecraft, Fortnite, etc. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Peace.